we pretty frequently refer to Soket as a social content management system, and we're going to continue that training talking about events. So first thing we want to do is we want to come in and open up the voice that we set up for Soket Sushi, and now we're going to go into events. So if you're a local organization, maybe you have happy hours or karaoke nights or monthly meetings, and this is where you can manage that information. So we're going to start off by creating a recurring event, and we're going to create that event. I just double clicked on the date and I come in and I say we're going to have sushi tacos. Sure, why not? And we're going to have these from 6 p.m. to say 10:30, and I want to make this a repeating event that occurs weekly on Monday. So the event type is definitely going to be food and wine, and it's a food special. And the address that shows up is the address that you've set up in your Voices profile. Now you can add different locations. So if you wanted to have an event that was maybe off-site, you could come in and say, I'm going to do this at Piedmont Park, 123 14th Street, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309. I'm not sure what the address is, but we'll put in piedmontpark.com. And this is a place that I might have a lot of events at, so I'm going to add this to my official event location. If this is a one-off event that you don't plan on having other events there, you can remove this. So we're going to save that. And here's the address. Now I can always go back to my default address of my organization. And then you come in and you add your event information. So sushi tacos, that's just crazy good. So I'm going to come in here and say we're going to have tuna, salmon, and yellowtail. More information at www.soket.com, and of course, to make it easy for users, I want to hyperlink this. And maybe I'm really happy about the tuna, so I want that bold. So I can also come down here and I can add an image. So for the event, I can select an image from my local computer or from one of my Soket albums. And since we've set those up, let's go in and, okay, this image is not actually going to be a sushi taco, but we will show off some of our catering skills for this event. And then I want to add some keywords. So I'm going to put sushi, tacos, Atlanta, and we'll just leave it there. So because I have connected my voice to my Facebook account, if I want to make this an official Facebook event for this one instance, in this case on 4/8, then I can just check this box and hit save. But for the time being, I don't want to publish it to Facebook. So I'm just going to save my recurring event. And there it is, every Monday. Now, what happens? The calendar works just like you would expect a calendar to work. Let's say something like Outlook. So let's say in 2 weeks, I'm actually going to make this every Tuesday. So I can just grab that, drop it there, and I want to update all future events. And I could just as easily just make an exception for that one event. So now it's on every Tuesday, and I can go into the week view. People tend to have their own specific way they like to view information. I'm a monthly kind of guy, but you can come in here and you can, let's say that it's going to start at 5. And I, again, want to update all those. Okay, so that's good. We can jump back to month view. And we can see that this is going to happen at 5 there. And here it's going to happen at 6. And at any time I want, I can come in here and edit that event and push that to Facebook. Now you have to push events one at a time to Facebook. So if you have a recurring weekly event, you might want to create it and then at the beginning of each week go ahead and publish it to your official Facebook page. And that way it's easy for people to find it no matter where it is. But Facebook is only one of your online footprints, and this is content that might be valuable in other places. For example, on your website. So I will go look. This is a Soket user's website, and if I go to events, I can see that Soket Event Management is pulling in their events, and every time they hit save in Soket, it automatically updates their website. And from here, people can export the image to their own personal calendar so they don't forget it. They can share it through Facebook, Twitter, whatever. They can drill down and see details if they need it. They can jump out and get a map and get directions to your event. So this is great for that digital word of mouth. One, allowing people to save it, make sure that they show up and they don't forget it, and sharing through their own social channels gives you a little bit of fire underneath that event to spread the word. And this can be done in a lot of different ways. Events for businesses using Soket can be cross-promoted into local neighborhood groups on their websites, and also local publishers. That's a more advanced topic that we'll get into a little bit later, but that's pretty much it. That's how you manage events in Soket. It's part of your online content. It's information that's of interest to your customers, and Soket helps you manage all that information in one place.